Everyone stand, please, if you're able. Welcome to the extraordinary council meeting of Muswellbrook Shire Council being held at the University of Newcastle Upper Hunter Campus Training Room, Level 1 Tertiary Education Centre in Hill Street, Muswellbrook, on Tuesday the 9th of September, commencing right on time at 11 a.m. First of all, we'll ask for, is there any applications? I understand there is no application for attendance via audio visual link. We'll move now into an acknowledgement of country, and Mason from Muswellbrook South Public School will offer that this morning.
I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, the Aboriginal people, and pay our respects to the elders past, present and future. I would like to acknowledge the tradition of teaching and learning and the importance of this for the children of today.
We'll now do a welcome prayer, and Shire from Pacific Brook School will offer that.
Let us go to God in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for the day that you've given us, Lord, and we thank you for the opportunity for all the local schools to come together and have this time, Lord, and we pray that the meeting goes to plan and we all have a good time, and the lunch afterward is nourishing to our bodies. Amen.
Thank you. Please proceed. So we'll move into apologies and applications for leave of absence. I understand we have a number of those. Councillor Bailey, Councillor Mahajan, Councillor McNeil, Councillor Scholes, and Councillor Ward. Does someone want to move that way? Councillor Barry, Councillor Douglas, second. I'll put that. All those in favour, raise your right hand. Unanimous and carried. Thank you, councillors. Disclosures of any pecuniary and non-pecuniary interest. I'll start on my left. Councillor Douglas.
None.
Councillor Morris. Councillor Hartley.
Thank you, Matt. I have two today. 7.2.7, awarding of Youth Council grants in James Primary School, Muswellbrook. I have a child that attends that school. I deem it a insignificant non-pecuniary interest. And 7.2.9, award of Youth Council grants in Joseph Catholic College, Aberdeen. Same again, insignificant non-pecuniary child attends the school.
Thanks, Councillor Hartley. Councillor Marshall. No. Councillor Barry. Councillor Dunn. No. I have none to declare myself. So we'll move straight into public participation. As I just previously explained, there'll be 3 minutes. So each student or students will get 3 minutes between them to address council, and then I ask them to remain at the desk for councillors to ask questions. We'll go through all students in public participation. Then councillors will go back and revisit each one of them and decide whether to approve or not to approve the application from that particular school. Again, as I said earlier, at 2.5 minutes, so with 30 seconds left to speak, I'll let the speakers know that they've got 30 seconds left, and to start winding up whatever your presentation may be. So we'll move straight into public participation now. So I'll ask the first school will be Muswellbrook Public School to come forward, please.
My name is Stephanie Martin and this is Emma Harrison. We're school captains at Muswellbrook Public School and are speaking today on behalf of MPS Student Representative Council. We're here to respectfully request a $500 grant to help us purchase a new laptop for our school pool, a resource that would benefit our entire school community every single day.
At first, we had ideas that only focused on Year 6, but we realised that if we were going to ask for support, it should be for something that helps everyone. As the SRC, we aim to be the voice for the whole school, not just one group.
Our school hall is a busy place. It's where we come together for assemblies, award presentations, visiting speakers, scripture classes, and performances. A laptop is essential for all of these things, from running sound and slideshows to playing music and videos.
Right now, the laptop we have is simply not working. The enter key does not respond, some letters won't type, and several buttons are missing. It struggles to connect to the sound system, which causes regular issues during presentations and events.
We researched a few options, and modern laptops suitable for our school use start around $800 and go up to $1,300. We're not asking for the full amount, we're asking for your help to get us started. If we receive the $500 grant, the SRC will raise the rest through a treat day fundraiser, something fun and meaningful that lets all students feel like they've made this happen. We have pictures of laptops and prices if you are interested in having a look. They've been agreed upon Miss Coward, our assistant principal, who has a good deal of tech knowledge.
By supporting this project, you're not just giving us a piece of technology, you're helping us improve how we share learning, celebrate achievement, and come together as a school. Thank you for your time and considering our request.
Thank you very much. Both of you, councillors, any questions from any councillors?
Thank you.
Councillor Morris.
Thank you. Great presentation. That was, we're all done. Thank you. I like the idea that you were, the funding you wanted was only a portion of it, and then you're going to that extra effort afterwards to continue the fundraising to raise those monies. So well done on that initiative. That's excellent. And also the fact that you've thought about future students in the school, not a one-off project that just looks after you guys at the moment. So congratulations. Well done.
Councillor Morris. Councillor Dunn.
Good morning. Well done on your speech. You answered so many of the questions I was going to ask. But I do have one question. Who will help you to make sure that you spend this money correctly? As in a teacher, an SLSO? What do you think?
Probably one of our teachers will help us, like Miss Coward, as she is our tech knowledge.
Okay, so if we give you the amount, $500, there will be someone there supporting you to make sure it's done correctly? Yeah. Thank you.
Any further questions from any councillors? Councillor Marshall.
Thank you. It was a great speech. Yeah, well, very well. Yeah. I'm just wondering what other things you've done to try and support the amount of money that you need.
We've done a Tuesday fundraiser, which has given us $1,000. If we get the $500, we'll get the $1,300 computer.
No further questions? I have been lucky enough to visit an SRC meeting at this school. I should take councillors with me one day because it's be better than some of the ones that we run ourselves. So it certainly is well run. Thank you. Thank you for the presentation. And it will, as I said at the end of the meeting, we'll decide whether you've convinced councillors that we should give you the 500. Thank you.
Thank you. Well done.
So the second school, we'll move to now. We'll call on Muswellbrook South Public School to address council, please.
Good morning, councillors. Thank you for this opportunity to speak today. My name is Caroline, and this is my fellow school captain, Cassidy. Today, we would like to represent Muswellbrook South Public School. We are asking for the full $500 donation from the council to help maintain and improve our Stage 3 wellbeing shed.
At the beginning of 2020, thanks to a generous donation from AGL, we were able to create a special wellbeing area for our Stage 3 students. We already had a shed, but the donation helped us transform it into a welcoming space with an outdoor lounge, carpeting, craft supplies, and games. This space was designed to give our senior students a sense of belonging and a relaxed place to come connect with each other and teachers during break times and extracurricular activities.
Our students really value this space. One student said, "I enjoyed the shed as the teachers are welcoming and kind. My favorite thing was probably playing pool against all the kids. I have a lot of fun and enjoy it very much." Another said, "The thing I like best about the shed is the pool table because I would go in and be able to do so many fun things when my friends are not here or away or busy. The games are very important. We have a table tennis court and they are very hardcore games. The lounges are the best place to lounge around and relax. The shed is fun and relaxing and I love it." And another shared, This shed is an amazing place to have fun and relax. You can play ping pong, pool, and the PS2. You can sit on the lounge and relax. The shed is also a good place for downtime and a place to get away from the sun.
After 4 years of use, the shed is showing signs of wear and needs a little TLC. Some furniture is worn out and we would like to refresh the space with new seating, games, and repairs to keep it safe and inviting. With the council's $500 donation, we can continue to provide this important wellbeing space that supports our senior students' mental health, social connections, and overall school experience.
We would like to buy a pool table from Harvey Norman for $600. We have approached our P&C and they have approved that they will give us the extra money. Thank you very much for considering our request. We are happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. We'll move straight into that. Councillors, Councillor Barry.
I'm sure you can see the value in where this money will be spent. My question to you is, how did you decide that this project was the most important project?
We have noticed along break times, we have gone out against breaks and we've gone to the students. A lot of students have been upset and not visiting the shed because of the pool table. The balls are falling out and there's no carpet on it anymore, and some of the pool sticks are broken and they're getting quite upset because they miss playing pool with all their friends.
Were there any other projects that you considered?
We were going to maybe redo the carpet. The carpet is a little bit out of date, so we were going to redo that.
So there's opportunity down the track. Thank you.
Councillor Hartley.
Yeah, I've just got a question. The wellbeing shed, how long has the wellbeing shed been operational? How long have you had it there for?
5-6 years maybe.
Yep, yep, and you have a lot of input in how that shed's designed and
Yeah,
what goes into it. Yep, thank you.
Councillor Marshall.
Well, no speech, and I'll ask the question last school is what other things have you been doing to raise the proceeds for the shed?
We have noticed, like what I said before, there's not many kids like to come into the shed anymore, and some of the teachers feel that it needed an update, and we have tried to make some fundraisers for the shed because it is old, it's getting old, and we would like to keep the tradition of it being open running.
Thank you. That's all the questions. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
We'll now move on to the next speakers. The next speakers will be Muswellbrook High, representatives from Muswellbrook High School.
Hello, I'm Sarah Weir, this is Sydney Moran, and we'll be talking on behalf of Muswellbrook High School today.
So typically our school life will end in 2 weeks' time, week 10. We have our graduation ceremony on the 25th of September, and then we have our school formal on the 26th. And on record, that is the last time our entire cohort will be together. You may contact your friends in the holidays still. You might catch up a little bit before exams when we see each other on the HSE, but our entire cohort, that'll be our final time together. We intend to change that with your help and $500.
On the 18th of December is typically the day that our school cohort, after months spent apart, we come together to get our ATAR results. Usually there's nothing of it, we just sit down, we get our results, we go home, and we would like, with the $500, to put on a morning tea or lunch.
This morning tea will represent symbolism as closure for our final time together as a cohort. We've spent 6 years together, and I think closure, a bit of resolution is well deserved after that. It'll also not only be a celebration of our final time together and finishing high school, which is an incredible accomplishment, but it'll also be an opportunity to invite back teachers, support staff, anyone in the school who has supported us and helped us achieve this, which we think is incredibly important to show a bit of gratitude. And we will host a morning tea. So the money will be spent on catering. We have 80 students in our cohort, and about approximately 80 teachers and staff members who might get involved. We will send out invites personally from students to teachers so that there is that personal connection. And the money will be spent on catering. So we have thought about contacting our school canteen, our hospitality classes, and putting that money towards ingredients. However, with some assistance, we could splurge for a more outsourced catering option, such as Double Pick across the road, or maybe even Hunter Bell, who will provide platters and yummy treats for us. That's it. Thank you.
You guys. Councillor Morris.
Thank you very much. Good presentation. When you were coming up with this idea, what benefit is there to the rest of the school or to future students of the school?
I'm so glad you asked this, because we plan to instill this as a tradition. We want it to happen regularly every year so that everyone, not only our Year 12 cohort, but all of the years coming up after us, can enjoy this as well.
Yep.
Councillor Marshall.
Same question as the other two schools. What have you done other than this grant to raise money?
So something that we do, which is a bit fun, is in our last week of school, this process has already started. We've come together small groups of about 5 or 6 students, and our names go on a list in an auction where the teachers can buy us and we help them for one day in our last week of term. That money raised, which is just small bits here and there, you know, like $10, $25, nothing too much that would come out of the teachers' pockets, but that money will also contribute to this and help with catering as well.
I obviously Double Pick and some of those are pretty good cafes and good places here to do it. Actually, a lot of the councillors here had an experience yesterday with, I think there were Year 10 students that catered yesterday at the opening of the Art Gallery Cafe, of which the high school is heavily involved in. Art Gallery Cafe as a training centre. So, what did you say, December date?
18th.
Yeah, we'll be up and running by then, and they should be able to cater well and truly for you by then.
Sounds like a great plan.
Good luck. Thanks very much, girls.
Thank you.
The next to present, we'll move to the southern part of our shire and we'll call on Denman Public School.
My name is Lyra and this is Tom. Good morning, councillors and distinguished guests. Thank you for letting us speak today at today's council meeting. We would like to start off with a question. Who remembers playing sport at lunchtime when you're at school? Soccer games, cricket on the pitch, handball on a chalk square, maybe even chasing your friends around the oval. Lunchtime sport isn't just a game, it's the best part of the day.
At Denman Public, lunchtime soccer is huge. It's basically the World Cup. Every single day, Year 2 versus Year 6, girls versus boys, friends versus friends. And sometimes even the teachers join in. Everyone gets a go, everyone has fun, and it's something we all look forward to.
But it's more than just kicking a ball. Lunchtime soccer is where new friendships are made. It's where Shire kids can join in and suddenly feel a part of the team. It's where we practice skills, dribbling, passing, shooting, and dreaming of being the next Socceroo or Matilda. Most of all, it's where we laugh, run, and come back to class ready to learn.
The only problem is our goals are falling apart. The nets have holes, the posts wobble. Sometimes we're not even sure if we've actually scored a goal, or if the ball's just rolled through the gap in the fence. It makes it harder to keep our games fair, fun, and safe.
That's why we're here today to ask for your support. A $500 grant would allow us to buy new soccer goals and a net at a cost of $537, but we'll foot the rest. Nothing fancy, just strong, safe gear that will last. With your help, every student at our school, from kindergarten to Year 6, can keep playing Lunchtime World Cup.
Imagine coming back here in 10 years and hearing one of us say, "My best memory of school, lunchtime soccer." And it all kept going because the council gave us new goals. And councillors, next time you're in town, we'd love for you to join us. You'll always have a spot on our team. With your support, we can keep this special tradition alive at Denman Public School.
Thank you. Questions, Councillor Barry?
Yes, I'm here. Well done. Question for you guys. how did you come up with this as the most important thing for democracy?
Because our goals had just fell apart and all the kids just loved playing soccer at lunch, and then they kept begging the teachers.
What percentage of the kids are playing? Wow, that's huge. That's really good. Well done, guys.
All questions, Councillor?
Thank you, Ross. It's not a question, a statement. Whether deliberate or accidental, I don't know, but congratulations on creating, I'm from a marketing background. From the start of your speech, you created what we call in the industry theatre of the mind. You put us all in a position where we had to think about what it was you guys were trying to achieve. And you did it very, very well. Again, whether by accident or deliberately, I don't know. It was deliberate. Well done. That was splendid.
Councillor Marshall.
Yep, just the same question as the rest. What else have you been doing to try and raise the funds?
We've had out of uniform days and like we sell food at our school canteen and stuff.
Thank you. The only comment I have is you had to have prepared that before you come, because if you'd have seen councillors around here, you may not have offered to come out and play, any of us to come out and play soccer with you at lunchtime. Not sure too many of us would keep up, frankly, but thanks for the offer. Councillor Barry, she'll take you up on the offer.
Maybe it should be staff versus council.
Thank you very much for your time. Well done. The next school to present to council will be Sandy High Public School.
He goes Andy.
Hi, Bobolos, and this is Maggie Clark. We're in Year 5 at Sandy Hollow Public School, and Sandy Hollow Public School students and staff would like to ask for funding to purchase supplies to build a car track in the playground at the school.
Students and staff have decided the submission and have decided that money available from Muswellbrook Shire Council would be best spent on something that all students would use. Being a small school, we often find that the younger students need some guidance in interacting with their peers and feel that this would be something that they would benefit from, used in imaginative play while interacting with each other as well as older peers.
We have talked about how we would construct the car track and how we would allow older students to help with designing it, as well as the construction working alongside our general assistant.
We think this is an excellent way to spend money from council and estimate that it would cost approximately $500 to make a really good car track.
To make the car track, we would need concrete rocks and garden edging, all available from Bunnings. We would also need to pay our GA an extra day to help us with the construction. If there's any more money left from the 500, we would use it to purchase a set of toy cars and some construction lights and signs to go with the track.
Thank you. Councillor Marshall.
Standard question. What else have you done to try and raise funds?
We sometimes sell chocolates.
And we also do cake sales.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually had the privilege of doing my 6th class at Sandy Island. Half of it actually, half at the old school and half at the new school.
It may not look the same as it does now.
Oh, better look.
Councillor Douglas.
I want to say well done, girls. It's certainly not easy to stand up here and do that presentation. I like how you've actually worked out and allowed for the fact that there would be some wages involved to be able to achieve it as well. What I want to ask is just a quick question on how you found this process, like when you were all working out what you wanted to apply for, and do you think this is something that council should be doing each year?
Well, the little kids usually try and like play, but sometimes there's not like things. There's like not enough like things, but sometimes they'll try and find things which is like usually a bit harder to do because the older kids sometimes like just take up the equipment sometimes. So yeah.
Would you like council, do you think that this is something that council should consider each year, being able to support the schools this way?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Good answer. You only in year 5. Good answer.
Thank you.
Thank you, girls. No more questions. Thank you. Now move on to Martindale Public School.
Good morning, Mr. Drayton, councillors, community members and students. We are school leaders from Martindale Public School. It is a small picturesque school just out of date. We are here today to request a $500 donation to help us raise money for an electric bell and PA system. Why do we need it? We need it as of right now we have an old handheld bell, not very efficient and is old. It has broken once this past year alone and may not last much longer. We also need it for emergency reasons, like a snake, fire, evacuation, and fire drills. The loud PA system will be very effective in any situation, whether it is a drill or not. With an electric bell, teachers have more precise timing on events and learning schedules. It also organizes school life by clearly signaling the start and end of the day, classes, and breaks. An electric bell helps to quickly and efficiently communicate safety protocols during emergencies. Electric bell systems are a proven technology that reliably operates to manage the flow of a school day and respond to emergencies.
The bell we have right now makes the same sound. There is no telling whether it's a lockdown, fire drill, evacuation, or etc. With the electronic bell, there will be different sounds for different events. Electronic bells offer easy installation, low maintenance, reliable operation, and modern features that make it very efficient and versatile. Electric bells are used because they offer greater reliability, flexibility, and ease of use compared to traditional handheld bells, making them essential in everyday school life. Most electronic bells allow adjustable volume levels and produce clear, consistent tones that can be heard clearly over loud noise. This makes them ideal in school or educational environments. Electronic school bells are essential for streamlined daily school routines and enhance safety through automated and programmable for classes and emergencies. Electric school bells are essential in schools.
Instead of running from room to room to find a bell in the canteen or classroom, it will automatically ring when we need to go into class or out to break. How easy is that? Electronic bells also have awesome features such as playing different music instead of ringing. We could play music for 2 minutes, and by the end of the song, students will be ready to enter the classroom, ready for learning. This will increase our teaching and learning time, and everybody will hear this song/bell from wherever they are in the playground. Today we are requesting a $500 donation from Muswellbrook Shire Council to support the purchasing of an electronic bell and alarm system to improve the efficiency and security of Martindale Public School. Thank you.
Thank you, girls. Any questions, Councillor Marshall?
Great presentation. Same question. What other things have you done to try and raise money?
Well, early in term 4, we are planning to have a bake sale in Denman, which will all the money will proceed towards the project that the school will.
Thank you.
Councillor Tertiary.
Hello, girls. I don't know if you're aware that I live just around the corner from the school. I also work in health and safety. So this is a great idea. Fantastic. I can see the value in what you're looking to do. My question for you is, what are you going to do when it's power outage?
Use the radio bell.
Yeah, bring the other.
Thank you, girls.
Any further questions from councillors? Councillor Morris.
Thank you very much. I love that concept of that. What I didn't get the idea of what the total project was going to cost. Was $500 going to cover it, or was that only?
The money from the events that we are planning to do later on next term.
Yep.
Would help with the extra money.
Yep. Okay, that's perfect. And was this the student's idea or the teacher's idea, without getting anyone into trouble? Or did you have other? It was the students. Congratulations if that's the case. Yeah, that's excellent. Well done.
Must say, girls, I had lots of things in my mind when I come here today and wonder what they're going to ask for. I reckon I went through 1,000 things.
Not one with
And a snake boarding girl wasn't one of them. I never even thought about it. So there's no more questions by councillors. Thanks very much for your presentation. Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, like I said, we'll move on to the next school, and the next school will be St James Primary School, Muswellbrook.
Morning, council representatives and fellow students. My name is Caleb Jackson.
And my name is Harry Dever.
Today we are here representing St James Primary School, and we are here to propose why we should be gifted the $500 donation from Muswellbrook Shire Council. Firstly, nearing the end of the school year, our school has its Year 6 graduation, and for that, this money would help contribute to decorations and a rental photo booth for priceless memories. Our school has many footballs, soccer balls, and basketballs, which are very popular among students. Due to their popularity, they wear out very quickly. This money would help enable us to be able to replace some of this equipment so students can continue to enjoy our amazing playground facilities.
Also, our bike racks for those students who ride to and from school are looking quite old and rusty. They give a bad vibe as they sit directly in front of our yarning circle. It would be terrific if we could potentially contribute some of this money to the replacement of these bike racks. This money alternatively could be put towards a gardening club or any type of club for students with different hobbies such as chess, drama, and debating to buy resources. For example, we could purchase trees that could be planted to provide shade on Skelter Oval or a fruit trees that would crop like lemons and oranges. Students also have a fairy garden situated near the infants area. Let's just say it's pretty run down and has been minimally used this year. This money could assist us in making some changes that this area can be utilized better and enjoyed by all students. This would brighten up the area and make it a real fairy garden. This money would be put towards items that will contribute to the longevity and future of our school. Items like bike racks would continue to last for years to come and will provide for the students in our community.
Now, this donation would not fund all of these items, but it will be a start considering we offer days such as Mission Day that assists us in raising money for our school and other charities.
30 seconds.
Please take our ideas into consideration and thank you for allowing us to speak to you about our ideas.
Thank you. I'll start with a question. There was obviously a large number of items on that. How do you think you'll decide? Of course, the $500 won't pay for all of those things, I don't imagine. How will you decide on what will be the best way to spend your money? Who makes that decision, do you think? So the $500 might do a couple of things, but won't do all of those things. How do you reckon you'll decide on the best way to spend it?
Well, most likely how it provides for the students. So
the fairy garden and the bike racks, I think they need a redo. So yeah, probably that. And Mr. Moon will make a couple more decisions about everything else.
Any councillors?
I was going to ask the same question.
I'm just gonna congratulate you on the fact that you actually got a few other things in the planning of for raising the money. As I take it, the fruit trees and the other couple of things you said were things where you could sell the fruit or whatever and make the money. And great presentation.
Any other questions from councillors? I did hope that Max was going to be here today. Max gave me a bit of a tune-up a couple of weeks ago about how badly or how poorly council and me spent money. I was hoping that Max was going to present today. Not that I'm upset that you two have done it, but I was hoping Max would present today so I could get one back. Unfortunately, I think Max is going to leave you 6-1 up on me. Thanks very much. Great presentation. We'd now like to call on the next school, student leaders from St Joseph's Primary School, Denman.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mayor and councillors. My name is Matilda Head and this is Jack Newton, and we're from St Joseph's Primary School in Denman. Today we're here on behalf of our school to respectfully request financial assistance of $500 to support our Year 6 graduation celebration and our whole school presentation at the end of the year. Our first request is for $250 to help with graduation costs. Our school community is strengthened by events like graduation. It brings together students, families, and teachers, creating a sense of belonging and shared achievement for our school and its community. Graduation celebrations create fun times that Year 6 students can hold on to forever. As a Year 6 student, I personally understand that these funds would also help us be able to make wonderful memories of our beautiful school before going on to high school. There are many costs involved in planning a graduation celebration, including hall hire, food, and decorations. One significant cost is hall hire in Denman for our graduation, as our school hall is not big enough and does not have a kitchen to use for catering. Your contribution towards this event would help reduce the cost to school and parents.
Our second request for $250 is for our end of year presentation to help with purchasing trophies and book awards. Our end of year presentation is an important event as it recognises and celebrates student achievement, showcasing learning and milestones. Our end of year presentation encourages students to feel valued when their efforts are recognised. They also feel connected to school and proud of their achievements. Presentation awards celebrates diversity and recognises student achievement in all areas of school life. In particular, the books that are given to each award winner promote students to read and is a great memento of their achievement. Council's contribution to the purchase of these awards would help reduce the cost to the school. On behalf of St Joseph's Denman, Matilda and I would like to thank you for listening and considering our request for financial support.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Questions? Councillor Marshall.
What other things have you done? Oh, first of all, congratulations on a great speech. Did the students put that together themselves or did it help from teachers?
Committee put it together.
What other things have you done to try and raise some of the funds?
We and our social justice committee have fundraisers like dress up days and our school canteen.
Councillor Morris.
Thank you. Great presentation too. To me, this appears to be every year you're going to need this funding. Are you planning on approaching council all the time to get money for future years?
Probably.
Probably.
You can say yes.
You can say that. And the hall that you're looking at hiring, what's the hall?
The Anglican Hall in Denman.
Yeah, no worries at all. You know, council have got a hall out there as well. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Councillor Dunn.
Good morning. Well done. It's very frightening getting up to speed here. If you are successful in winning this sponsorship, who will help you spend this money? What adult? So we're not going to give you $500 and let you go for it and spend it any which way. But who is behind you, supporting you?
The principal
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very
and
much.
our committee would help us
And you're
spend it responsibly.
You are speaking for your committee.
I'd like to spend it.
I've got a question completely unrelated to $500. Tell me about the Social Justice Committee.
Social Justice Committee is a committee. We raise funds for any charity. We did a flood appeal this year where we had to wear brown or blue for the water and the mud. And we had to get a bucket and fill it, and we had to run it up and down a line to see who could keep the most water.
Fantastic.
Oh, done.
Thank you very much for that presentation. Thank you. Right, now we'll move on from one St Joseph's to the next, St Joseph's Catholic College, Aberdeen.
Good morning, councillors. My name is Olivia Mulholland and this is Lauren Stevenson. We're here on behalf of the Year 12 cohort from St Joseph's Catholic College in Aberdeen, and we're incredibly grateful for the opportunity to speak with you today. As our final year at St Joseph's draws to a close, we want to leave a final impact on both our school community and the students who come after us. We're here to ask for your support through a donation of $500 to help us achieve 3 meaningful goals. 2 of these goals are 2 different awards. We'd love to introduce a new tradition for the Year 12 presentation night. The first award being the Leslie Shipman Award. This award is in recognition of Mrs. Leslie Shipman, who over 42 years has shown a love and passion for this discipline and will be retiring in 2025. This award will be in recognition of a student in a HISI subject that constantly shows passion and dedication to their subjects. We would also love for the opportunity to introduce an award for a Year 12 student at our school in recognition and ongoing partnership with Muswellbrook Council. As we are grateful to have many students who are from Muswellbrook Shire, a part of our school community, we had the idea to introduce this award as the Muswellbrook Shire Council Blue Healer Award, as we thought this award would be a really special way to recognise a student who upholds the values of the Blue Healer, a local figure, recognising local strengths, which are a genuine, loyal and supportive student who upholds the values of our local community. Of course, we are open to name changes for this award. We would just love to recognise the continual support. We are requesting $250 in total to fund a plaque, a medal and the engraving so that these awards can be proudly given out. Our final goal is to fund a practical end of year gift from our Year 12 cohort to the school. Our idea for a school gift is an outdoor storage stand for sporting equipment that students and staff will benefit from every day. It's a way of saying thank you to the school that has supported us and leaving behind a legacy that lasts well beyond our time. With your donation of $500, we can make all 3 of these goals possible, creating more recognition through awards for students who deserve appreciation, while also contributing to something tangible and lasting to the school gaps. We know $500 is a significant contribution, and we want to assure you it will be used responsibly, and with every dollar going directly towards these 3 projects that benefit not only our current students, but cohorts after us to come. We will also raise additional funds by running various raffles or hundreds clubs and bake sales. On behalf of Year 12 at St Joseph's Catholic College, we thank you for considering our requests. We hope you can help us turn these ideas into a reality for our school community. We would also like to mention that we do not expect all these requests to be filled. However, we wanted to make the most of this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions from councillors? Councillor Marshall.
Thank you for answering the same question. And congratulations on the project.
Any councillor Barrett?
Hold on, ladies. question for you is, who was actually involved in deciding that this is where you wanted that money to be spent?
So we sent out a survey to our year group requesting ideas for end of year gifts and then also awards. So we spoke to different teachers of the head of subjects, and the HISI head, Miss Thomas, notified us that Miss Shipman has been working with us for 42 years, and we just thought that was quite an achievement. So.
Yeah. Well done, mate. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That appears to have representatives from the Richard Gill School here. So we'll move on to Pacific Brook Christian School.
Good morning, councillors and school leaders. We would like to thank you for the opportunity to present today. My name is Tegan, I'm Year 9, and this is Shire, and he's in Year 8. And we are school leaders for Pacific Brook Christian School, a small Christian school here in Muswellbrook with 89 students from kindergarten to Year 10. Our mission as a school is to provide Christian-centred education and to create opportunities for our students to grow not only in their learning, but also in their character and community faith and spirit. We are here today to request support from the council towards a whole school celebration at the Muswellbrook Pool. As a small school, events like this are a wonderful way to bring all of our students together, from the youngest in kindergarten to the oldest in Year 10. We also celebrate a sense of family that makes our school so unique.
As Australians, we all know that swimming is more than just a sport, but it's a life skill. With so much of our lifestyle centered around rivers, beaches, and pools, it's so important that all students have confidence in the water for both safety and enjoyment. In this term, our primary students have been attending weekly swimming lessons, learning vital water safety skills, strokes, and confidence in the pool. A whole school celebration at the Muswellbrook Pool would not only give them the chance to consolidate what they've learned in a fun and positive environment, but it would also highlight the importance of swimming to our secondary students. For us, this event is not only about celebration, but also about reinforcing skills that can save lives and encouraging every student to value swimming as a part of a healthy Australian lifestyle. We would like to apply for the full amount of $500.
The donation would go towards covering the entry cost for all students, as well as assisting with transport costs to and from the pool. This would ensure that no family is excluded due to cost and that all of our students can participate fully in this community event. We believe that experiences like this are not only fun, but also important for building unity across the whole school, celebrating achievements and creating memories together as a Christian school community in Muswellbrook. We thank you for considering our application, and we are grateful for your support of local schools and students. Thank you.
Yes, Marshall.
Thanks for a great presentation. Very, very good. And the same question as well. What else have you done to try and raise the funds?
Well, our principal, Mrs. Walsh, lovely lady, she's when we took this idea to her, she approved of it, and she said she's willing to chip in a bit of money for it. And we've got a new bus now, so we've got transport. But because of our Christian belief and what we believe, all of our funds go to helping out the community. Like we donated all to charities like the Women's Refuge, and Dolly Green. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Councillor Barry.
I don't have a question this time. I just want to commend you on your inclusivity, making sure that everyone is included. I think that is fantastic to actually consider anyone from any environment. So well done.
Yeah, absolutely. Any further questions? Councillors? Thank you very much for your presentation. Very good. Thank you. And we'll move on now to our last presentation before we make some decisions. And that'll be, the last presentation will be from Scone Grammar School.
Good morning, representatives of Muswellbrook Shire Council. I'm Hallie and this is Lockie, and we are the school captains of Scone Grammar School. We are here today to propose a grant of $500 to improve the sustainability of our school environment and the individuals within the school. At Scone Grammar School, there is a Student Representative Sustainability Council known as Grammar Green. Grammar Green works to improve 6 environmental focus areas, including air quality, biodiversity, energy use, recycling and reusing resources, soil management, and water use. Through the promotion of these areas, the school aims to be the cleanest and the greenest within the Hunter. When we heard of the opportunity to potentially gain $500 to improve and support our Grammar Green program, we went through a series of challenges that Grammar Green currently faces.
First challenge was finding a way to gain secondary participation, as Hallie and I are the only 2 secondary students in the council at the moment. Along with this, we had to find a way to restructure and re-educate the entire school from preschool to year 12 about effective sustainable practices. The second challenge we face is being able to effectively make change within the action areas of water use and energy use. This is a challenge due to the fund-intensive nature of these areas. Grammar Green currently has a goal to improve the water use and the recycling of water through the implication of a new tank system. However, this is not desired for implication within the next 12 months. So when we proposed these 2 challenges to the Grammar Green Council and asked how they would like to use the money, we as a group decided we would be better off promoting educational understanding and student involvement prior to improving our water recycling dream. In order to do this, we would like to put our proposed $500 grant towards organising a sustainability expert or guest speaker to run a sustainability promotion day within our school. This day would be broken into 3 sessions, beginning with an educational session aimed and targeted towards the younger students of the school community. This would then be followed by a session that promotes understanding and awareness of sustainability within the secondary cohort of our school. We hope that this session will also ignite passion in a number of students, hopefully increasing the number of secondary student participation in the Grammar Green program. Finally, the day would end with the experts sitting alongside our Grammar Green Council, not only to enrich the council's understanding, but to assist in potential ways to further our sustainable environment and improve the 6 environmental action areas of our school.
In conclusion, this $500 grant represents more than just financial support. It's an opportunity to foster long-term change within our school community. By investing in education and awareness through a Sustainability Promotion Day, we aim to inspire action areas across all year levels, strengthen our Grammar Green Council, and lay the foundation for more impactful environmental initiatives in the future. We believe that empowering our students with knowledge and passion is the first and most important step towards a more sustainable school. Thank you for considering our proposal and for your ongoing support of young people leading a positive environmental change.
Councillor Martin.
Same question. What other things have you done to try and raise the money? And great initiative. Yeah, that's the way we're going to go.
So our Grammar Green Council, on a Friday morning, along with our student-led cafe, sells their homegrown vegetables to students and parents. Along with that, we also ran a recyclable clothes day where families could bring in clothes that were in good condition, and then we resold them as a little market day. And all that funds would be then used to support the further promotion of the initiative.
Councillor Morris.
Thank you. I love the fact that you're thinking outside the school, you're thinking of the entire community, actually, with the promotion you're doing. And I love the aim to be the cleanest and greenest. What a thing to aim for. That's excellent. To organise the sustainability expert speaker, which is what I imagine that's what the crux of the thing was going to cost.
Yeah.
Is that going to cover the whole cost of that person to come along?
In a sense, yes, but also I think with leftover funds, we can get together as a council and get other people's opinions, especially some of the younger kids within our school, on what they think Grammar Green Council looks like and what they want to put that money towards.
Thank you. Yep. Well done.
Any questions? Just one. How popular is this initiative at the school? Kids are keen to get involved. So you have
in the primary school, it's moving. I think there's 4 students within every year group, and each student is then designated a role within each action area. But as I said, in the secondary school, it's only Hallie and I at the moment. So finding a way to really boost secondary like participation is something that we really look forward to.
I think it's a fantastic initiative. Adults could listen to kids more often. Don't get telling your mother and father. I guess the only other comment I make, we'll probably have a conversation with St Joseph's as well. We'll see if we can get a couple of satellite campuses set up in Muswellbrook. Let's go and grab her. And I only said that because I'm on tape, and Morris, the mayor at Upper Hunter, will probably be watching this. Thanks very much. Fantastic presentation. Thank you very much. So we'll now move on with our business. There is nil business in specific reports. We'll move now on to corporate services. We'll just move through each of the schools as they presented. So it will be each of the schools did apply for $500 grant. What I do need to mention before we move on in regards to grants is that the schools, I don't know if they are aware, but they should be aware that there is a grants process during the year, throughout the year that council run, particularly for fee waivers for halls, as it was just brought up, but fee waivers for halls, pool hire, all that sort of stuff, and certainly also for funding of projects and improvements to those schools. So I encourage all schools, and we'll certainly with the different direction council's taken towards the schools, we'll send that information out to the schools to make them aware of it. Sometimes I think it probably is a problem with communication more than anything, but I encourage schools to get involved in those grant applications as they come up through the year. So as I said, we'll now move into the business. So the first school that requested it was Muswellbrook Public School, and that was the purchase of a laptop to be used by the whole school. Before if there's any debate before that, we'll have a mover and a seconder. Councillor Douglas to move, Councillor Barry to second that. Councillor Douglas, wish to speak?
No, I think it's something that's well needed in school, and I appreciate the presentation given by the students.
Councillor Barry?
What they say.
Any further questions or comments in regards?
Good use of funds.
If not, I'll put that, and this is the $500 grant to Muswellbrook Public School. All those in favour? Any against? Declare that unanimous and carried. The second is the grant to Muswellbrook South Public School. This was with the wellbeing shed, the pool table and the wellbeing shed. That we need a bit of TLC. Have I a mover first for that? Councillor Douglas, Councillor Marshall. Councillor Douglas.
Yeah. I just think that it's such a great use of the money and what the kids do. And I would encourage South Muswellbrook School to reach out to me that we might be able to give some support for some of the furniture through a program that I run. So please reach out.
Councillor Marshall.
I'd like to congratulate the school on a great presentation. It was very well put together, and congratulations.
Any other comments? Any further questions? If not, then this is again for $500 grant. All those in favour? Any against? Declare that unanimous and carried. So we'll move now to Muswellbrook High School. So this is the morning tea. This is the morning tea for Year 12 and also the students and teachers at the time when they get their results back. It's a very nervous time for kids that we would understand, young adults in this case. Someone want to move that way? Muswellbrook High School. Councillor Dunn, Councillor Marshall. Councillor Dunn, wish to speak?
I love the way that you spoke about gratitude towards the teachers.
If anyone doesn't know, Councillor Dunn's a former teacher.
Vested interest.
Councillor Marshall.
Just presentation again, and also maybe they could talk to Year 10. Might be able to save some more time too.
Give them the cake here, I reckon.
Yep.
Any other questions on the Muswellbrook High School application? That being the case, I'll put that. All those in favour? None against. Declare that unanimous and carried. Thank you. Now move on to Denman Public School. Denman Public School was the soccer soccer nets, the soccer at lunchtime. But yeah, in a minute, what councils are going to go and play soccer during lunchtime. But so councillor, we have a mover, councillor Barry moved that, and councillor Hartley seconded. Councillor Barry.
Yes, I will play soccer at lunchtime. I might need a whole roll of strapping tape or two, but I'll have a go.
Maybe you beat goalie.
Councillor Hartley.
Yeah, I'd just like to say that Jeff might not be able to keep up, but I can one of the other councillors.
Yeah, we'll have a go.
That probably is the case. Any further comment, any other further questions? That being the case, I'll put that, all those in favour. Any against? Declare it unanimous and carried for Devon Public School, $500. The car track, Sandy Hollow Public School is the $500 application. For the next application, sorry. How I move for Sandy Hollow, councillor Marshall, seconded councillor Morris, councillor Marshall.
Another great presentation, and just a query is, was it the Department of Transport sort of bought into it to make sure that everything's in the right place?
Thanks, councillor Marshall. And the second was councillor Morris. Councillor Morris, wish to speak.
Thank you very much. I did like the idea that $500 was going to fund this entire project, which will be ongoing for many years, one would hope. And you used the term imaginative play during the presentation as well. So well done with that one.
Yeah, congratulations. Any councillors got any questions? This is the $500 application from Sandy Hollow Public School. I'll put that then. All those in favour? Any against? Declare it unanimous and carried. Now we move to the snake bill. Yes. Martindale, the bill. The new bill at Martindale. For Martindale Public School, again, application again for $500. We have mover, councillor Douglas, second to councillor Morris. Councillor Douglas.
The only comment I want to make is that I hope when you get it, that you don't have to listen to the snake alert one very often, because that would terrify me.
Councillor Morris.
Thank you. No, this was just a great idea, I thought, and I love the fact that you thought of WHS procedures or processes in for the school, for the students. So well done.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Any questions for any councillors? Any comment? That being the case, $500 for Martindale Public School. All those in favour? None against. Declare that unanimous and carried. The next application for a $500 application for $500 is from the St James Primary School in Muswellbrook. It's for a number of things: sports equipment, bike rack, and there was a number of ideas that were presented. $500 will make a start on those things, no doubt. Someone want to move that way? Councillor Marshall, Councillor Barry, Councillor Marshall. Councillor Barry.
The only thing I would actually like to ask is, we get some feedback on where that money goes for this one, because there was such a multitude. It would be really nice to understand where that money is being spent.
We can contact the school, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I agree. No further questions in regard to that application? That being the case, I'll put that to $500 to James Primary School, Muswellbrook. All those in favour? None against. Declare that unanimous and carried. Thank you. We'll now move on to the end of year assembly and graduation costs for St Joseph's Primary School in Denman. Again, an application for $500. Someone want to move that way? Councillor Barry. Councillor Douglas will second that. Councillor Barry.
As a lot of people would know, Denman is close to my heart, so I am going to support this one 110%.
Yes, Fred. Councillor Douglas.
Yeah, I really enjoyed listening to the presentation and what the actual students have come up with that they'd like to do as part of that. I think that's really important that we encourage and all schools when it comes to the end of the year ceremony. So thank you.
Yeah, I agree. Yep. Also encourage the schools if they use the pool or facilities to also talk to us about food waivers as well. Yep. So that being, there's no further comment, sorry, no further comment. So this is in St James Primary School. Sorry, St Joseph's Primary School. St James, we're happy they're about to get it again. St Joseph's Primary School in Denman, that being the case, I'll put that, all those in favour. None against, declare it unanimous and carried. Thank you, councillors. We'll move now to St Joseph's Catholic College in Aberdeen. For the application there was for the Leslie Shipman Award. I do know Mrs. Shipman, and the Muswellbrook Council Blue Healer Award. Fantastic initiatives. Have I councillors want to move and second that way? Councillor Marshall has moved it. Councillor Morris has seconded. Councillor Marshall.
Great initiatives again, and hope it all goes well. Thank you.
Councillor Morris.
Thank you. Thank you for the concept of bringing new traditions to the school as well. And for the two awards, at least on the idea of the shed for the school is good, but I particularly like you're creating a tradition for future students and honouring one of the teachers too, which is fantastic, and recognising the Shire Council with the award. So ticked a lot of boxes for me, that one.
Any further comment from any councillors on the St Joseph's Aberdeen? Okay, we'll put that, all over to $500 now, all those in favour? Again, none against, declare that unanimous and carried. Move on to the Pacific Brook Christian School. Their application for $500 was for the whole school celebration, so it includes everyone at the school. At Muswellbrook Pool, certainly a good facility as we know, and great to see the youth of schools using that facility as well. Someone want to move that before we move into debate? Councillor Marshall, Councillor Hartley. Want to move that? Councillor Marshall wish to speak. Councillor Hartley.
Yeah, I'd just like to say, I thought they did a really, really good job in this presentation. I like the idea of it, and it'd be nice to see a couple of councillors invited down to the celebration.
Thanks, Councillor Hartley. Any further comment from any councillors? Okay, that being the case, I'll put that, all those in favour. Any against? Declare that unanimous and carried. We'll move on. I don't think I've left any out. We'll move on to the last one, that being the last presentation we had, the Scone Grammar School Sustainability. So it was Grammar Green to the Grammar Green project. Fantastic initiative. Someone want to move that way? Councillor Douglas, Councillor Marshall, Councillor Douglas, speak.
Yeah, I just want to say well done to the students involved. As you know, Muswellbrook Shire Council has been doing a lot of work with sustainability and FOGO and everything like that. So having it in schools, and I know a lot of the other schools have it as well, but it's such an important thing and such a legacy for the next generation. So well done.
Councillor Marshall.
Yeah, much the same. Just congratulations on looking into the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic. Anyone else wish to be heard? That being the case, I'll put that. All those in favour? None against. That's the $500 has been awarded to Scone Grammar School. We have no further business, and no further reports, no further business. Before we do close the meeting, I'd like to make just some closing comments in regards to, first of all, thanks on behalf of council and the community, particularly in the way that schools have presented themselves today. It's certainly a big focus for this council moving forward on the youth council. We'll start next year with some other projects we still want to talk to schools about, including today, and council being much more heavily involved with what we understand is a third of our community are students aged 18 and under, so who don't get to vote, but that doesn't mean to say they shouldn't get to choose either. But it certainly gives, as a council, it gives us confidence today when we see the quality of students we have at these schools, the presentations today, and frankly, the different views that students have now to what they may have had, 20 years ago or 15 years ago. It's incredible, and certainly, the students, teachers in those schools should be extremely proud of the way those students have conducted themselves today. That being said, I will now close the meeting at 12:07 p.m. And thank everyone for coming. Thank you.
Thank you.
Again.
I don't know who's going to hang on.
Before all the schools